Okay, just want to talk about our team here. Proud of the way that they rebounded, they regrouped, had plenty of opportunities here in the last, it seems like, year and a half, going back to the Texas game, to where they could have said enough's enough and quit fighting. Had a couple of bad games there in the middle of the season. I think our approach has been pretty good over the last the last month. Just came up a little bit short, and we knew it was going to be a tough game today. We set it out for them earlier in the week as far as the rowdiness of this place. The wind chill was going to be a little different than what we're used to. Playing a good football team that doesn't beat themselves, that we're going to have to earn everything that we got. And we hung in there and made enough plays to win the game. The turnover, obviously, at the end of the game was big. Making the field goals there in the red zone. The red zone defense is really good. Stopped us as probably the 3 times that we're in there, but got some points and just came up with enough to be able to win the game. So proud of our guys on how they kept fighting. At no point here have they quit doing what we've asked them to do. Learning a lot about a new league, learning a lot about coming out on the short end of the stick, which is not pleasant, not fun, but we kept fighting, and proud of how they did that. So going to give them a couple of days off, and then we'll be back to work Tuesday for the season finale, Kansas, which will obviously be a big game for us. Questions?
Coach, you said Sean hadn't been ready to handle it. Did you expect him to get 19 carries today?
Yeah, I kind of did. His week leading up to the game was a lot better than it's been. Obviously I didn't want to put that out there in the media or anything because, would have gave them something a little bit more to prepare for. But, last week's game wasn't his type of game. He had a decent week of practice last week, but it really wasn't his type of game. Got the knee brace off, which gave him a lot more mobility. So with him back there, he makes us better. He's got to be healthy in order for that to be the case. We don't want to put a guy out there with a bum leg that doesn't look very good, but he's worked hard in rehabbing and getting himself back to where he can be productive and help the team, which he did tonight.
After 5 straight losses, you got what the locker room's been like and all that. How different is it right now?
Well, it's a little different. It's different. There's the last 3 weeks been tough, and we could be sitting here with a lot better record than we have right now if it wasn't for just one play here or one play there. Nothing you can do about that. You got to look forward, and the guys were determined to get a win. It wasn't easy. This is a hard place to play. You got hats off to Coach Rhodes and what he's done with the program. They've been to some bowl games here recently, and they don't beat themselves, so it's a hard place to play. Coach DeForest feels a little bit better today than he did a year ago when Iowa State knocked off the #1 team in the country. It's just a place that it happens. So proud of our guys the way they handled it. Proud of our guys the way they fought to get a victory. And I reminded him of that. I said the last time we felt this good was Texas, and I think we overreacted to that win a little bit more than I'd liked. So I reminded him that this still just counts as one victory, and take a few days off and enjoy it, but don't think you've really accomplished anything, because when we're back to work on Tuesday, it's all about the next game, which I fully expect our guys to show up on Tuesday, ready to prepare to get a 7th win, which is the only thing that counts.
What do you say about your team that last 5 games the way they've gone, and then the 2 personal foul penalties when they're driving down, but then they still come up with, like you said, that play of the game that hadn't been in the last 5 weeks?
Yeah, I'm gonna focus on the positive things at this point, and not incredibly happy with the amount of penalties that we've had. We've been good with penalties all year. It's what I probably get for saying it on my radio show on Wednesday night that